It's one of these mornings. So good, good morning, guys. It is Thursday. I know we've done this later in the week than what we said we were going to do, but it's just things have come on and that. So we are here. So Women on a Mission with Coach Nikki and Coach Ez. And today we're just, while you're coming in, we'll give it a couple of minutes. We're going to be talking about morning routines, which I think we should probably get ours.
Well, this is your morning, my night time. So maybe I need a bit of nighttime routine.
Slap. And yeah, so when we're chatting morning routines and the importance of that, but not just for really time management, it's about your mental health and about stress levels and that as well. But while you guys are dropping in, because I want to see who we've got here, so pop in the chat if you're here and say hello to us. But how are you? You're not looking so red and sort of burnt today.
I don't know, maybe it's my lighting as well. I'm quite dark. I've managed to get myself quite a nice tan, but I'm good actually. I feel really good this week. I'm excited for Christmas and I'm excited. Grinch Nikki. No, I'm excited to just spend a bit of time with the family and
good,
relax and just enjoy that time that you don't usually get throughout the year.
Yeah, but also mentioning spending time with family. I mean, I'm not there. I did say I was coming, but I haven't been because of things. You're getting to spend it with like Jay's, Cordia, the whole gang.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Everyone's getting together, so I'll have to be superimposed onto these pictures again. Just like
that's fine. We can do that. That's so fun.
It's like, hey.
But next year.
Yeah, well, yes. You know what? I just need to get it booked, and that's it. So it's like everything's just sort of up in the air. I'm like, stress. So, guys, just let us know if you're joining us today because we're across quite a few places. So we're in the men's group as well today because I thought, you know what, morning routines will benefit you as well because it is for everybody. And if you haven't got a morning routine, I would actually suggest that you listen to this and you think about it and maybe go away and try and get yourself a morning routine. So just to get us sort of started, I'm going to wait to ask you what kind of morning person you are, Ez, but I want everyone to answer in the comments, what kind of morning person are you? All right, so are you the early riser, like you're super happy, you just, yay, let's go? Or are you the always late person? Are you the I need my coffee first before I do anything in the morning person? Are you, I'm almost there, are you the night owl who you just oversleep in the morning all the time? Or, I've got two more, are you the snoozer? Like, oh, I just 8 times, I won't get up. Or are you just not a morning person at all?
I feel like I can be a bit of all of those.
Okay, predominantly. So fundamentally, because we can all be a little bit all. It depends what life's thrown at you. You can't be on the ball all the time. But fundamentally, the core, Erin, what are you? And for everyone watching as well, what are you?
I used to be the person that was the night owl and I would sleep in and I would be rushed, I would be late. But since understanding what a morning routine is and, you know, all the things that come with that, I'm definitely, I'm in a routine now where I like to get up early, and the days that I don't get up early and don't start my day, you know, calm and organized, they're absolute chaos. Definitely an early riser these days. That's okay. What are you?
Okay, so I have changed, and there's a reason for this now, and it's not a good change really. I'm trying to sort it. Pre-COVID, I used to get laughed at, and I'm not even joking. Even during lockdown, when people could spend all day in bed if they wanted, early riser, up in the morning, so happy. It's even 6 o'clock every morning. I was up, ping, that was me, work, doing all my morning routines and all of that. Since COVID, I have got a little bit of COVID fatigue and I've found it hard to get up in the morning, just a little bit. So that was me. But I'd say still fundamentally, I am the up and everything is sunshine in the morning.
And that's what you enjoy, yeah.
Yeah, I'm most productive in the morning as well. That's when my brain was like firing all my best ideas, and everything so productive in the morning.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, so here we've got Claire. Good morning. Hello, Linda. How are you? And Linda loves her morning routine. Linda, let us know if you started implementing yours after joining the BBA. We've got Kay, and I can't see anyone else, but let us know in the comments what you know about a morning routine, but also maybe just let us know what kind of person you are in the morning, because it does matter what kind of person that you are, because we don't like to change you, but for mornings and to be more productive, we need you need to change.
And I think everyone's morning routine can be so different. It's what works for you, but there's kind of like fundamental like basics there that you can, build a morning routine off of what works for you. So it's not going to be the same for everyone.
No, because like
definitely those basics help.
Of course. So if you follow like a specific formula, or we can give you some guidance this morning about perhaps what we do in the morning, but what I do won't work for Erin, and what Erin does won't work for somebody else. It has to be something that gets you up in like less stress, less anxiety, gives you more time, more structure, and we will go into that. So what do you know about morning routines though, Ez? What
I think they
before? Actually, let's discuss about that. What were you like before?
I was definitely the person that I hit my alarm like 500 times. I'd drag myself out of bed at the very last minute. Even sometimes I'd leave it just like that little bit longer. And, you're jumping in the shower and you're just super rushed and snappy, and I'm yelling at the kids like, hurry up and let's go, and you take forever, and like having that awareness as well that it's actually not their fault. It was my fault. I'm the adult and I need to get them up early. But yeah, I was definitely that person that was just chaos everywhere. It was not a pretty sight of a morning.
I know, but then that also, if you think about it, that translates onto the kids just thinking that's what's normal in the morning, just sort of the chaos and things. But when you do strip it back and things do become calmer, it's better for everybody.
Definitely better for everyone. Yeah. So what were you like before?
Before I went on my fitness journey, I was probably no morning routine. I was probably like that. I'd stay in bed for as long as I could, but I was still quite organized. I've still got this organization in me from before. Like everything would be laid out the night before. Even my cup to put my tea bag in the morning is laid out the night before. Anything I don't have to think about in the morning, it helps. So that's what I was like before. But then as soon as I started getting sort of fit and healthy, and it does clear your brain a little bit, you want to get up and do stuff. Yeah, so I changed, which was for the best.
I think definitely what you said about being more productive, especially when you've got kids, like no matter what age they are, it's nice to get up. I know some people's kids wake up at like super crazy hour. So like that's not possible to wake up and have that quiet time, but it's nice to wake up, and even if they're awake with you, have that time to just get things organized so you're not running around in 1 hour trying to get it all done at once.
Yeah. So, but it is just a knock-on effect as well, guys. So if you're getting up in the morning and you feel like you're chasing your tail as soon as you get out of bed, you're highly stressed, highly strung, and say all day long, you just feel like, oh my God, is this happening again? Or can anything else go wrong? And it's like you sit on the sofa at the end of the day like, oh God, what's just happened today? But there is something magic about a morning routine. Just to say, in my business mentor school, when I joined that, the first thing that they actually have you doing is doing a morning routine. And you're like, why am I paying for this? What, you're getting me to do a morning routine? But there is science and it does work, because
and don't knock it until you try it.
No, it reduces stress, anxiety, it makes you more productive, helps you with time management, it actually gives you more time, it makes you more positive as well. Your kids benefit because you're not stressed out. So morning routines is actually probably number one of fitness, transformation, weight loss, anything. You'd think it was something else, but no. How you wake up in the morning.
It sets the tone for the day, doesn't it? And the way that you set the tone for each day, you know, things obviously still come up, but if you're setting the tone for each day in like a really positive, productive way, you know, that's going to then manifest into each week's going to be even more productive, and each month's going to be even more. It's just that roll-on effect, like you said, you know, it just it builds, and it's more successful, more productive, and you're not chasing your tail. You're not dragging yourself out of bed every day thinking, oh my God, I can't wait to go to bed tonight.
I know, it's like this constant cycle of stress, and you just want to get your bed and constantly tired. But it's like the negatives, like the pathways in your brain, we're always looking for the negative. But if you're switching that to the positive, then you do start to look for the positive rather than just sort of sitting with the negative. So like we were just chatting before we came on there just briefly, and it's like one of the things that you do is gratitude, isn't it, in the morning?
Yeah. You know, 3 to 5 things that, you know, you feel grateful for, whether it be something within yourself or something that is in your life, your family, your kids, whatever it may be, just something, you know, you wake up in the morning and the first thing you think of is 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for. And I personally feel like that's, you know, you don't have to say it out loud. It doesn't have to be like a super big gesture, and it's just having that thought. You know, you're starting your day off positive. It's not, oh, I've got to do this, you know, like instantly the moment that you open your eyes, your brain's ticking over, you're thinking of something positive. And I feel like it's a really nice way to clear your mind as well.
Yes, and I agree, because I would probably go out on a limb here and say that about probably 90 to 95% of people, even possibly people in the BBA, until, you know, you learn how, you will, guarantee you will wake up and start to think about what you have to do today, what went wrong yesterday that you have to sort today, or you maybe wake up thinking about financial worries, the heating, you know, all the things that are going on, but you're thinking about the bad things, which is then making you stressed out, more anxious. And so again.
And another good thing, I know this is about morning routine, but the night before, you know, when you go to bed and you have all these stress, for me, I tick over the moment that I hop into bed and I think, oh, I've got to do this tomorrow and I've got to remember that, you know, having like a notepad beside your bed or even your phone and writing those things down is a really good way also, so that when you wake up the next day, you're not going, oh, I've forgotten, you know, this. And you think about the time that our brains are constantly on.
Yes.
You know, how often do you actually switch off and not switch off because you're asleep? How often do you actually just switch off and have a quiet moment where your brain isn't thinking about the next thing or the thing before, you know? So to write those things down the night before, or even that morning, if you wake up and you start to worry or stress about things, it's really good to write them down and get them off your chest and out of your mind.
That is a true.
Sometimes when it's in front of you, it's not as stressful as what it is up here.
Yes, because it's all about the what ifs while it's in your brain as well. We're creating all these scenarios too, but just about the night before thing, it is actually proven that, say 3 things, you just write them down. I have to do these 3 things tomorrow. So then you're taking that out of your brain and writing it down. And it's like you're taking that pressure away. So the next day, then when you actually do it, this is kind of going off topic, but the next day when you, oh, my Mac's running out of battery. Oh my goodness. I better go and plug it in a second. If this goes off, guys, it's because my computer's run out. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so when you do the things the next day, it takes the pressure off, and then you feel accomplished when you've actually managed to do these things. Yeah. So I'm just going to let you. I'm going to plug it in. This is what happens on a live.
Quick, run.
run. That's what's happened. My daughter's been using my goddamn thing. So right, Ed, what do you do in the morning?
I am first thing in the morning. I like to jump up and have a shower. That's my first thing, because I feel like if I get up and, you know, I don't have a shower first, I feel like I haven't kind of started my day, and that's where I kind of just sit around and I milk it a little bit. I do. I milk it out till the last minute. So if I hop up and have a shower straight away, that's the first thing that I do. You know, I'm ready for the day then. There's no chasing my tail. And straight away I'll have a coffee. And if the kids, most of the time, like my eldest will be awake, but he's pretty quiet of a morning. And I think listening to a podcast or reading a book is a really good way to start your day. It's something quiet. It's easy.
Yeah.
You know, you're not overthinking things, but just sitting, even meditation. Meditation's a really good way. For me, guided meditation is better than any of the other meditations. There's so many different types, and you know, you find what works for you. You just look up what works for you. You try it. If it doesn't feel right, you try something else. But you know, definitely clearing your mind in the morning is a really big thing for me. Just that quiet.
Yeah, it's like the quiet, like we're saying, what works for you might not for everyone else, but it's about reducing your stress and anxiety. And what you're doing there is creating habits. So what you're doing is like, maybe what I do is I'll normally get up, have a shower, I'll then go make my bed, which I know it sounds really trivial, but
I actually do that as well.
Yeah. It's just something, it makes you get sorted. It's like you're making yourself neat and tidy for the rest of the day and sorted. So then I make my bed.
The slate off,
yeah, so that's So then I'll go and have my breakfast, and then I'll maybe what is that I do after that? I'll maybe watch like 5-10 minutes of shit TV. Now I'm only saying that because I don't want to get into work mode straight away. I don't look at my phone straight away because I'm quite bad in the morning. If you do, how many of you will just wake up in the morning and then just be like that in bed straight away, scrolling, social media, whatever, emails, work. And so it gets your brain firing and active straight away. And sometimes if you wake up to a bad message or something, you know, anything, it sets a tone for the rest of the day. Because it's not every day we wake up to nice messages. We can wake up to bad ones. So that really does. You should watch that you're not going on your phone for about even the first hour of your day. I know that's quite hard. It's hard for me. Yeah. How are you in the morning about your phone?
I'm getting better. I am a sucker for the first thing, you know, like you said, picking your phone up and just checking. But overnight time, I put my phone on do not disturb mode. Good. So that I don't hear it going off. So then of a morning, I'm not as likely to pick it up and go, oh, I heard it go off X amount of times last night. I better check who that was. Yeah. But like I said, first thing I do is I jump up, I have a shower and I make a coffee, and then I will sit down and I will open it up and make sure there's nothing there that's super important. I'll just scroll through and then I'll start my day with a clear head before getting on.
Way. Yeah. So as well, I know we're just like, a lot of people might be watching and thinking, well, you know, why do I need a morning routine? Or, it might not be that important. But the reason that we were doing this today is like to really, especially this time of year, about why people are so stressed out and they're so wired all day, and especially with the kids, is to try and get you all to implement some sort of morning routine. And it is just about your habits. So even if when you're watching this on the replay and that, or in the group, if you can pop in the chat just what you're going to do for your morning routine. It's very simple. So like getting up, making your bed, having your breakfast, watching or listening to a podcast or reading a book for 10 minutes, that kind of thing. It's all things to take your brain and calm it, and your affirmations. So it'd be good to hear, because I'll pop down.
But creating habits too, you know, that are easy, they're simple. Like these are things, I don't know if anyone has ever read Atomic Habits, this is kind of what it's about as well. You know, you pair a habit that you don't necessarily really want with something that you want to, you know. So if you have a coffee every morning, have a glass of water beforehand. You know, you're creating that habit. Yeah. It's not the thing that you're doing, it's the habit that you create at the time. So it's
habit
like
stacking.
You said, habit stacking, and it then rolls on into the rest of the day as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. So it's not some woo-woo science that we're seeing here. It is really it really does reduce your stress and anxiety. It is proven because it makes you more positive. It helps you with your time management. So it really does, because in the morning, like if you're more productive, you get that done, you get everything that you need done. So you're less stressed, you can plan out your day. So that it does have a lot of benefits. Have you noticed anything really good since you started doing yours?
It's super productive. I just feel like my days, they just go so much smoother. I mean, every day is different. And like I said, life gets in the way, you know, at times. So not every day is exactly the same. But, you know, when I get up early and I have a good morning routine, when something does go wrong through the day, I feel like I'm a bit more better equipped to respond rather than react to that situation. Whereas if I wake up and I'm rushed and I'm late, and then, you know, someone in front of me is driving super slow and I'm trying to get the kids to school on time, I'm yelling and do you know what I mean? Like it's just you then start reacting rather than responding to situations through the day.
Yes, it's like don't stress about what you can't control. So
yes.
Yeah. So there is so much that we can talk about morning routines though, but we just wanted to bring it to your attention today rather than going into the nitty-gritty about morning routines, because we can do that on another podcast. But today I just want you guys to start thinking about what your morning routine can be to make your day a lot better and less stressful. So that's why I wanted you all to pop it into the comments once you're watching it on the replay about what you do, and just especially around Christmas time, if it's going to help you.
Yeah, I definitely think, especially Christmas time too, you know, if you're only just starting sort of like getting into working out, or, you know, you want to move your body a bit more, I think making sure you have a good morning routine there as well, quiet, because we all know that Christmas is super busy. Life is super busy anyway, but, you know, there's a lot happening through the day. And you know, if you get up early, you have more time, then you can go for a walk, you can get in a workout, like a home workout even. It's not, you don't have to go to the gym, you don't have to be all sweaty, but getting something done in the morning, it leaves the rest of the day clear for whatever activities are there, and you've taken that time for yourself for the day as well. You know, that's your
I actually agree with that as well, because especially like if you think about it, if you're getting up at a normal time and going about your day, you're still bloody knackered at night and you're not doing anything, your brain's dead, you're feeling meh. But if you get up earlier, you're actually taking that time back and using it for yourself and making yourself more productive, but you'll still be tired at night, if you know what I mean. So it's like you are taking back that time for yourself. So whether you get up late and rush about, you're still feeling shit at night. But if you get up early, you're doing all that for yourself, and then you can be tired at night.
You feel better.
Yes.
Do you find when you know, if you were to hit snooze quite a few times and you actually have to drag yourself out of bed, do you actually find that you're more tired than what you are if you just get up, you know, an hour or so earlier? I find I'm so tired. I can get up at 5:30 and I'm fine. By the end of the day, I'm tired. But if I sleep in until, you know, like I snooze my alarm a few times and go back to sleep, and it can be even just an hour later and I wake up and think, oh my God, I feel worse.
You do feel worse. I've actually been not doing it a lot just now, but due to COVID, I'm like, oh, just have another 10 minutes. So I do notice the big difference in that, and I feel so tired. But then you'll feel sluggish, but then you're just rushing about as well. And then you're like, oh my God, I've not got time for a natural shower. I don't have time to wash my hair. So it's just, continuously flying about. So you've got to think about the knock-on effect as well of not having that routine's going to have.
Yeah, I think it's super important to have a good morning routine, and it doesn't have to be all of those things, you know.
No,
find something that works for you.
Just
pick
what we'll
one
say,
thing.
Pick one thing. And just to sort of close this out, guys, just to say morning routines are different for everybody. So what we do is probably maybe not right for you. So you might want to get up and, God forbid, go for a 5-kilometer run or something. But that could be something that you enjoy and it gets you started. Or it could just be you want to get up and sit in silence for 20 minutes with your cup of coffee. But it's taking something for you, and it's about control. So it's whatever you want to do. And another good one that I like to, just to close it out, is like a 10 before 10 is what I sometimes like to get in my head. So it's 10 things that you do every single day before 10. So it makes it easier. And that, it could just be getting up, making your bed, having a shower, having breakfast, having a coffee. You know, it's 10 simple things. And once you've done it, you feel accomplished again, because that's a good morning routine, and 10 o'clock's a good cutoff.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. I think, yeah, I haven't actually done that before, but that might be something that I implement myself.
Yes, 10 before 10. So it's easy to remember. Like I say, a lot of you guys will be at work by that point, but it's still a good starting point, and you can get in some good things. So yeah, work hard.
And I think it's, you know, one last thing too, you know, it's just important to remember, you know, whatever you do of a morning, just make sure it's something that makes you feel good.
Yes.
That's, you know, to me, as long as it makes you feel good and you feel refreshed and ready to start the day, that's a good morning routine, whatever it may be.
It is. And then you'll just be like us, people thinking, why are you so positive all the time? Like, rah!
To have a good morning routine.
Yay! It basically is. So if you're wondering what's going on and why you're so stressed, look at your morning routine first. It's what I've been taught. It does work. It's very, very basic. It's very simple, and it will have that knock-on effect down into your family life, and things will become a lot less stressful.
And not just for each day, for each week, each year.
Yeah, for life. This is what we're doing. We're teaching you how to improve your life. It's not just about how many calories you can cut. It's about improving your actual life around food, around
lifestyle change, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So let's start improving the world. So we are women on a mission at that. So 2 women on a mission, even though we're talking to guys as well, helping you. Because yeah, you guys matter. So yeah, improving everyone's lives.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll probably leave it at that, guys. Thank you so much for joining. We back next week, is what, week before Christmas?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do one more before the big C.
Oh, Nikki, stop
I
it.
know. Oh no, you guys will be thinking I'm joking. I'm actually not.
She's not. She's not joking.
I'm not joking.
The Christmas tree is just a disguise.
I know. So if you want to send me a Christmas card, feel free. Right, guys, so we will be back next week, and we'll try and make it a fun one before actual Christmas. It's like I'm saying a dirty word. It's like Christmas. You guys are going to be hating on me.
You know what? There's going to be some people that are going to feel you.
I'll turn up next week all dressed up in Mrs. Claus or something.
The Grinch.
Elf.
Just wear the Grinch's outfit.
Yeah, that's me. Right, guys, thank you so much for joining. And so I'm Coach Nikki, one of the head coaches for the Better Body Academy, helping women look and feel awesome, specialising in hormones. And
I'm Coach Ez, one of the coaches in the Better Body Academy, helping busy mums lose the mum tum and find themselves again. So yeah. So give us a shout if you're looking to better yourself and have an incredible life. We'll help you. All right, guys.